me in studio, I have Robin, who is the founder of Arduino Cape Town. Thank you for being here with me, Robin.
Thank you.
Well, I think what everyone wants to know, first of all, is what is Arduino?
So Arduino is a little microcontroller like that. And basically, it's like a computer, but a mini computer.
When I look at this, I get very intimidated. Do you have to build this, or can you just buy one of those things?
Well, you can actually get all the details to build it yourself, but you can just buy it like this.
Okay, great. So at Arduino Cape Town, what do you do?
Basically, it's an online group where people chat to each other about the projects they have or up-and-coming events. We also run talks once a month about different tech things and how people use them in like their daily lives or for work. As well as people in the group don't necessarily use the Arduino. They do anything with electronics or programming.
Are they very technical people?
Some of them are. Some of them are complete engineers and can build like 3D printers and stuff like that. But then you get more like designer people. You also get kids from like 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Kids these days?
Yeah. But that's the awesome thing about this is like you don't have to have a background in like anything.
Yeah.
Just have an idea like I want to build this thing that's interactive.
Okay.
So
well, when I first heard about Arduino, I was watching a video on YouTube, and it actually showed a coffee pot, and people could tweet to a Twitter handle and with a hashtag, and the coffee pot would just start making coffee, and I thought it was super cool, so that's why I contacted you. Is Arduino basically making other projects like that, making something kind of stationary respond to something on a computer?
yes, basically it's like creating responsive objects or environments. So almost anything that you have in mind, it's amazing. You can go like, oh, I want to make this thing interactive, and you can build it. So yeah, these guys are like, I want to make my kettle tweet when I'm away, and go like, I'm coming to the office in 5 minutes, and then it goes on. Yeah, so basically there's something like that. You can have a crazy idea and then go like, I want to be able to build this. Or even pick up things from your computer, like how many people click on your website, and you can pick that up and then show it externally, like with the board.
All right, so I know you're going to show us a project, but I think before we see the project, can you help me understand what goes on with these tiny boards?
Okay, cool. There are quite a few different boards. So I've got some here. There's the Bluetooth one, and you've just got different builds and types. You get ones as well that you can attach to clothes and control things with clothes.
Like what would you control on clothes?
This one girl built a thing on her back that when she's riding her bike, it basically, she like pushes there and it picks up her pushing on her hand, and it like makes an arrow with lights telling people, I'm going to turn this way. So it's like her indicator on her jacket.
Really cool.
Yeah, so things like that, or all sorts of things. It's like limitless. But basically, it picks up signals, so it's digital and analog signals. So digital is like zeros and ones, and analog is from 0 to 1023, so it's a broader range. So for example, when you switch your light on at home, that's a switch. It's just 0 and 1, so 0 is off and 1 it's connected and it turns your light on. Whereas if you are like turning on a tap or something, well, an electronic tap, it would be picking up when it's closed to slowly how open it is. And that's how much current runs through.
Okay, you're very good at explaining this. Wow, I actually understand. Okay, great. So how do we connect this board to a project like this and make it interactive?
There are a few ways you can start. You can start with a project in mind that someone else has shown you, so the tweeting thing. Or you can also go, this is what I want to do. What kind of electronics do I need? So once you've decided what kind of electronics, so if you want a sensor that's picking up something from the outside world, you realize, okay, I want something that picks up my distance. So I bought in this infrared sensor.
Okay. And all of this you can just buy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so nice and easy. And it's generally quite cheap to buy all the sensors and things. It does depend, obviously.
Okay.
So when you've decided what sensor you're using for your project, you then have to look like, okay, how does this thing work? Where does power come in and where does the info go out? So the info would be the signal.
Right.
And then once you know that, you basically, here, this has 3 pins.
Right.
And you realize, okay, that one's ground, that one is my current, like the power, and then that's me reading the numbers of like how distant someone is. So that's an infrared sensor. It's like the ones you get in your rooms where there's security. And it picks you up.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's how that works when you're picking up from the outside world. If you want something from your computer controlling something externally, you send the data that's sitting on here. For example, it says like every 2 minutes blink a light. So there are two different ways it can work, picking up from the outside and picking up from within the computer or the microcontroller.